To another stream. Okay, so we have a problem. We found out, I was showing Robert my mug because I was so excited to be like, I haven't really made any mugs, and then I made one. And the handle has completely cracked. So we're not done with our soap dish, but I just kind of wanted to start off with this one just because we've been doing a lot of the same stuff. So there's no saving the handle. But we're going to try to save like the cup portion by just cutting the handle off. That's really like all we can do at this point, other than just like throwing the entire thing into my reclaim bucket. Just a minute. Sumi, no. No. Oh my gosh. She's trying to eat my almonds. Oh my gosh. No. Do not eat those. No. No. Okay. I'm coming back. I'm sorry, my cat acts up like she literally waits until I start streaming, and then she's like doing things that she's not supposed to be doing. Okay, so we are going to be removing the handle from this first, and then whatever time we have left, I think we'll work on the soap dish some more. So I'm just gonna like move some stuff around. Where's my... Oh, I like to like throw scraps in here. So yeah, we're just gonna go at it. Hopefully this doesn't... We'll see. Hopefully we're not removing too much clay. The majority of this that is coming off with the handle should be like the additional like attachment clay. We'll see. Hopefully we didn't grab too much from here. So we're removing the handle because there really just isn't anything you can do. Like at this point, it is like, I don't think it's 100% bone dry, but it is very close. You can see the bottom is a little dark still. That needs to be completely dry before we put it into a bisque kiln. But because it's this dry, we just cannot add clay to it. Like, I don't think you could like, I don't know if you could really revert this back to something closer to leather hard. If you've done that successfully, let me know in the comments. But as far as I know, I don't think there's really any reverting that back to a like leather hard like state. I should probably be using a mask. Let me see what I have over here. Okay. Okay, I have a mask on because we're gonna have a lot of clay dust. Hopefully you can still hear me fine. I'll try to talk a little bit louder. I don't really know how I want to approach this. I don't think I've ever really done this before. We're just gonna see where it goes. You know, if we have to scrap the whole thing, that's fine. Like, the least it can do is go back into my reclaimed clay because this has not been fired yet. So there's that. I don't know. I'm just kind of like adding some water, maybe reduce some of the dust that we're gonna get. I literally, I don't really know. I'm just gonna bring my banding wheel over here just so that I can like raise it up a little bit. What do I want? Maybe this one? It's good. It also, like, the banding wheel is really nice when you're gonna be making like a big mess. It's just like so much easier to clean. Just like especially when I'm doing like any kind of trimming, it's just really great for that. It's really not necessary. I don't think it's really necessary to have, like, if you're just starting out, but it can be like pretty nice. Emmy. My bunny is like, she's like pounding on the walls of her house. I kind of feel like we're grabbing a little bit more clay, adding water to it. Hey, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Sumi, what are you eating? Oh my god. I'm sorry, I have to like yell at her. I don't know. She was like eating something in the corner and I don't know what it was. Sometimes she like goes around and like, she doesn't do it all the time, but once in a while, like once in a great while, she'll go around and she'll eat cords. Like she starts chewing on them and I'm like, why? I don't know. I get she's just really needy right now, I guess. Okay. I hope that's not too much of a hole. What we have over here, like in this section. Hopefully we can get this to work. Because I'm gonna be like kind of upset if it doesn't work. It was just such a nice mug shape and I really liked it. It's a fine cup. I'm kind of wondering, I mean, it's like, it's really short. I mean, I don't like love how short it is, but okay. I'll wait for that to set in a little bit. Okay, we're getting pretty close to the body of the mug. So I want to be super careful. We don't want to be making any more craters. Hopefully, there's kind of like a crater over here. I don't know if we can fix that. I should have been like more careful, like to start with. When we're removing the handle, the whole it's like wheel thrown, but like if it was a pinch pot, it would just blend right in, just like my other ones. So I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna look. If this was like, if it wasn't so dry, I would just like push more clay into that spot, but I don't think that really is, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't know. I feel like this is like not gonna be a good idea. We're experimenting here, so no promises on like how this is gonna turn out. This is just gonna say it's not a how-to video. We're experimenting, and I don't really know what exactly, like how this is gonna turn out, so just so you guys know. Because like I have like that disclaimer on a bunch of my videos now, because somebody commented on one of the live streams and was like, this could have been like a 2-minute video. And I'm like, it's a live stream. I was like, it's not supposed to be a 2-minute video. It's not supposed to be a how-to. Like, I think that's what they were thinking. Like, if it was like a how-to video, like, yeah, you could do it in like not an hour. But it's like, that's not really like it's not really what the video is for, because I don't think they really like read anything, or like read, because like in the description of all the live streams I say that when they're uploaded to YouTube, I say that they're Twitch live streams. So I think that part was just kind of missed. So I don't want somebody to like go and like, I don't know, do this, and then they're like, this did not work. And I was like, oh, we don't know what we're doing here. Sometimes when things just don't go the way you plan, you just gotta try something new and experiment sometimes. Just gonna try and fix up some of this. If we use a thick enough glaze for this, these little dents would probably be filled in with it. I'm just gonna kind of fix those up anyway. Any of these things. Okay, let's do the bottom portion and then see like how it looks when it's dried. I'm just kind of like trying to sponge up some of this. It's good to like keep your work area clean especially when you're like working with like dry clay dust going into the air. Like, you don't want like more to be like sitting on your table and then getting pushed up into your air. Because if you have a lot of exposure to that, like decades of exposure to that, you're gonna get silicosis, and we want to avoid that. So we're just gonna, that's why I'm wearing a mask, and that's why I'm always just like trying to keep my desk kind of tidy a little bit. Normally I don't do much when they're like this dry. I mean, some stuff like when I'm trimming, like normally at Leather Hard, it will, like the trimmings dry like just really fast. So I'll clean those up. But normally I don't do anything like this, like trimming while it's like basically bone dry. I think it's just like best to like avoid that. Also, it's like a lot more work. It's just like, it's just really fragile right now. I don't really see why anybody would like trim if it was like this hard. I mean, I guess it's like a bit like, the only thing I could possibly think of is like fixing stuff, or like I guess you get like pretty crisp lines. I think this will work out okay. I just hate to like I have some like hoarding tendencies, just a little bit. So I just hate to just like throw this whole thing away if we can save it. Just because like, I don't know, I spent a lot of time like carving it and stuff. But I think it's gonna be okay. It's not too, as long as we can kind of like smooth this part out, I think it's gonna be fine. There definitely have been things that I've spent just like hours on, and like I have to redo it. But a while ago, before I started doing live streams, I was working on like a kiddie pool kind of thing, like one of those ones that has like it has like, I don't, like rings of like the like plastic, and it's just like blown up with air, and they have like those like 3 or so rings like that, and I was gonna do like some cute like undersea kind of stuff inside of it, I think. So I was like hand building it, and it like, I don't know, I can't remember where it was like cracking while it was drying, and there like it was about like this dry or so, and there was really nothing to do with it, so I had to throw that one away. I love that idea. I completely forgot that I was like working on that. But that's something I'd like to redo. I'm sorry, this noise is like it's like kind of horrific. Maybe if I add some water, I'll help with the noise. I hope no one watches my videos for like ASMR. It's like screech, screech, screech. So we're getting kind of close to like the body, so I'm just gonna be like trying to kind of be careful. I'm gonna like put some pressure on the inside just because I don't want to be like pushing at it and then I don't know, it like breaks completely or something. I'm trying to be really careful while I'm doing this. Oh. Right. So this is just kind of like, the clay in this area is a little wonky. Sorry, you guys can't even like see. Let's move this. The clay in this area is a little wonky looking because that's where, just because that's like where it was attached with the handle. So with the attachment, I was just kind of like stabbing at it with the needle tool, like you do, and then just kind of like smushing that clay around. So it's gonna be a little weird in this area. We kind of like, we actually broke that part off up here, and that's why there's kind of a crater, because I was like pushing the handle in and like smushing the clay. So that's why we had like kind of a crater. I'm sorry. I'm just like laughing at the idea of somebody just being like, oh, look at this nice video, let me just ASMR this. And then it's like, scratch, scratch, scratch. I'm gonna like quickly sharpen this tool just a little bit. I have a little like sanding block that I use. Okay, I just got add some water. I'm just gonna like, I don't know, kind of like let that soak in like a tiny bit. Let's just kind of like clean up some of this. Okay. Okay, and then we're like, when we're actually done, I'm gonna like sponge a bunch of this, like the whole work area. Sorry, I was like, can you guys see what I'm doing? Sometimes I kind of like get out of the shot just because I'm like really focusing. I'm like looking at what I'm doing. Because like normally if I just have it, if I'm just working like on my banding wheel, like I just set it in a spot where I know you guys can see it. I just need to like work on that. Like being in the shot. Okay. It still feels like a little bumpy there. I have no idea if like just pushing this like dry clay into place is really gonna do anything. I think hopefully it doesn't like crack or something and I don't know, like fall off later or something. I don't know. I think it's gonna be fine. Okay. So we have a little bit of a bump here still, so I'm just gonna like just kind of like closely look at this and trim off just like the tiniest bit, and then we'll kind of like reassess how it's looking. Okay, we still have a little bit of a crater over on this side, so I'm gonna like like try to like put some more clay in there. I don't know if it's gonna help, but I don't want there to be like too too bold of a moisture difference between the part that we're not adjusting and then these areas here. So I'm just kind of like trying to do kind of like a gradient of water there. I really don't know if that's gonna help or is like doing anything. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do all of this and then like drop it or something, and I don't know. I just feel like that's what's gonna happen here. Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for it to like soak in a tiny bit. Okay, I think we're reaching an area where you can kind of see it's like pulling up in these little pockets. And I think that's kind of like the original clay body, and then some of the attachment clay is on top. I think that's why it's doing that. I'm gonna want this and like put clay back in there. It just needs like the littlest, tiniest bit. Okay. I think it looks pretty okay. Yeah, I think it looks okay. Let me see. I'm going to like put this tarp thing over it so we can slow dry it. The way that I was initially drying out the mug was under it was under a tarp, like the this like plastic. So I guess I don't know. Usually the issue with cracking with things that are like joined is because they're drying at different rates. Compared to the walls of the mug, like the walls were like even thinner than the handle. I don't know, maybe it's kind of like how I shaped it and like forced it into that shape. I don't know, that might have something to do with it. I have not made a mug in a long time, and I don't really make mugs. I don't know how many I've made. Maybe like I don't know, that might have been like my 5th mug ever. I don't know, like I just don't really do mugs. So, but it's something I want to do more of. I've been planning on trying to find a mug mold to do like slip casting. I'm just kind of looking for the right thing that doesn't have like something that's like kind of plain that I can like really make like my own. I don't want something that is like, I want something really like really generic, but like in like a really nice like shape or something. That like the shape goes with my style. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like looking around on like Craigslist and like, I don't know, like Facebook Marketplace for some molds. I don't really know if like, I don't don't know if that's like a thing that companies still do, is like create molds. I really don't know like a ton about molds. I could make my own, but that means I'd have to make a mug. We'll see. I am kind of like tempted. Okay, if I was going to make a mold, either it's like, okay, finally I made a mug that I really like the shape of it. Or like really later on, if something is just like, I don't know, whatever, like something that I make is just really popular, and like it takes a long time to make, then maybe I would like consider making a mold. But molds take up a lot of space, so I don't want to be just like like collecting or making like a bunch. So I'm just kind of like making everything like by hand like at the moment. But I think it would be really cool like get some slipcast mug molds. I don't know if it's like really only like something that companies used to make, because I see a lot of them are like vintage. I don't know. I have to like research it some more. Okay, I'm gonna trim like more of this bottom. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, like, this is our like soap dish that we're working on. I'm trying to make it like kind of like, I want it to look like kind of like a vintage like platter or like plate. I kind of feel like probably a platter is what you would see this like oval shaped. Hopefully this turns out really cute. I'm really excited to like see how it's gonna turn out. We're gonna have to add a foot to the bottom because I messed up while carving this. I decided I wanted to like carve the sides in more, but we already had the foot there, so we had carved the foot off. So we're gonna have to add a foot as an attachment. But that'll be fine. It's just more work. And I kind of want this like lip to come up like a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the weekend today. Well, today is Friday. And then I have a weekend off work. So I think I'm just kind of like in the mood, like ready to do some different stuff and ready to glaze some of the pieces that I do have bisqued. And then I think I'm gonna record like that process, and then like do like some voiceover stuff over it. Like, I don't know, maybe just kind of like talking, like chatting about like ceramic topics or something. I'm not entirely sure yet. I mean, that's probably gonna be like definitely at least another week until that is like completely done and ready to be posted. It's gonna be a while. I'm still working on my I'm still working on my other video. Hey, what are you doing? Sumi, what are you doing? Are you being weird? I'm just worried she's eating like my cords or something. Can you go lay down? Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So today I just posted my how to make a pinch pot video. I don't really know like what kind of YouTube videos to make, like specifically for YouTube. We have the whole stream archive going up there. But I want to do like other things too. So I don't know, I'm just starting really simple and but I don't know, just like showing the process of like making some of the stuff and like how you can like get started in ceramics. I think I might do like maybe like a video on like how to like get started, like started like a beginner, like you've never done any ceramics. I might get overwhelmed like trying to do that. We'll see. Because like my how-to videos right now have like, they're kind of assuming you know a few things, like how to wedge your clay. I really don't know how I could possibly film that, like a tutorial on how to wedge clay. I don't really know if I'm like the right person to be showing you how to do that. Because I'm not 100% sure if I'm doing it right. I mean, I think it's okay, like it's working. I mean, once in a while when I throw it, not any of the ones I've done recently, but when I was doing ceramics a few years ago, I would find like some air bubbles in some of my clay. I don't really want to like go there. I don't know, it's just really hard to like really show what you're doing though. So I don't know, the whole like intro for complete beginner, I'm not 100% sure. I think I might have like, it would probably need to be cut up into like a couple different videos, like one that talks about like clay bodies and like the firing types. I feel like for most people that should be pretty like basic, because I really don't know, like I've never like seen like a community studio that does anything other than mid-range. This one local place, they do one special like high fire one, like I don't know, like once a year or something. So okay, it should be pretty simple for someone that's getting started, because kind of your only choice, unless you have a kiln for some reason, is the mid-fire. So this kind, I don't know, I'm kind of like thinking about stuff like that, or like I don't know, like different other things, like how could you just like try it out, without getting too invested. Maybe like that would be one of the topics. I've talked a lot about how I took pottery classes at a university, but I completely forgot. I actually did take like a local studio class beforehand, just to dip my toes in and see how I felt about it. It was like, I don't know. I think it was like a $200 like wheel throwing class or something. I don't know. I have no idea how much it was. That's really just a guess. But it was like a little wheel throwing class like at a community studio. So like I think there was like I think it was like an intro class, like, okay guys, this is how you wheel throw, and then like we would have like class hours to go into the studio, and then like our teacher would be there, and then we could just like work on our own if we wanted, or if we had questions and stuff we could like ask, kind of like school, but it was just a community studio. So yeah, that's what I did before I got like super invested in like taking the university class, because it's kind of complicated. But I wasn't like, when I took the actual like university classes for ceramics, I had already gotten my BFA in art, in graphic design, and what I was doing at the time was working for a university, and where I was working, we got tuition-free classes, and we could just like go to class like during work. We didn't even have to make it up, which was actually really cool. Like, we didn't have to make up the time that we were gone, which was like 3 hours for 2 days, 3 or 4 hours for like 2 days out of the week, which is like kind of a lot of time to just not be at work. It was like so cool. That was kind of like our only perk for the most part. Other than like healthcare. But yeah, so it was like tuition free, but I still had to pay for like share fee, which is like a fee that you normally pay for like art classes. It covers the art materials that are available to everyone. So everyone just gets like a solid like fee that they have to pay. It's all the same. But then like you can kind of use as much as you want. Like, you can use as much clay as you want and do whatever you want. Like and I spend like so much time like after work and on the weekends and stuff in there working and just like making stuff and just like really taking advantage of that. So like I had to pay like it was like $400 worth of like including like the share fee and like, I don't know, buying a bunch of like tools and stuff. And I think there are some other fees too that I had to do. Like for enrolling in a really weird way. It wasn't like, I don't know, it's a super weird, it was really complicated. It was really weird. Like, I think it's what was it? It was called like non-declared post-baccalaureate, I think. Like, I wasn't trying to get like a master's, so it's kind of a weird, like, it's kind of a weird thing that you're doing. It's like, obviously most people they're getting like associates, bachelors, or masters, but then there's like me who's like, I'm doing this for fun. Which you would think, because the university offers this, they offer like tuition free classes to everybody, like everybody that works there, and a lot of people do it. You would think the process would be really easy. They'd be like, oh yeah, right, that program that we do, we got you. No. Like, I spent so much time going around to like all over campus trying to look for the right department to do it, to like sign up and stuff, and I was just like, why is this so difficult? Why does nobody know where you do this? Like, nobody knew like what department like did that, which was really weird to me. I worked in admissions for like marketing within admissions, and admissions were like, we don't know who does that. And I'm like, you're admissions, like, aren't you admitting people into the university? They're like, yeah, but like not that really. And I was like, what? It was like, oh my gosh, it was like kind of a mess. And I'm like, what the heck? And it was like it was such a struggle. I don't want to like deter anybody from like doing this, but that was just my experience at a very particular university. I know like a lot of my coworkers right now, I'm at a different place, but my coworkers right now, quite a few of them, or just like people that I know, people that I know that are my age, and like they have like whatever, I don't know, a bachelor's or something, but they're just like, they're taking like one-off classes at like local universities, and a lot of people do that, especially like the art stuff. I don't want to deter anybody from doing this, but like it was, I don't know, just like my personal experience doing it was like really confusing and not that great. But I mean, that could literally be so different at like a different place. I think kind of like how a company is managed, like all companies are like managed differently, and some are more organized than others and whatever. I think it's just kind of like that. So yeah, I don't want to like deter anybody from like trying it out. Because it can be like it can be really fun to like try something new out, especially if it's like an art form, and like I definitely got like so much more like helpful and useful advice when I was taking the university classes versus like this, like that studio one that I took, because like I didn't, like a lot of the time I didn't even know like what to ask. Like I didn't know what I didn't know. So like if you don't know, you can't like ask. But like in my actual class at the university, like he was active, like our teacher was actively teaching us things, and then like something would come up and you're like, oh, like, and then you kind of like have like things that you do want to ask, but that's not really like what was happening at the studio. Most of the stuff at the little studio that I was at, it was just kind of like, yeah, so like this is like basically how you do it, and then like if you're struggling, like we'll help you, but not really like a full on like, not really like full on like teaching. But studios can be great for like other things too, like just like one-off classes. There's a local one that I'm interested in looking at when they have really specific things. They have like those generic topics like intro to wheel throwing or hand building and stuff, but they have really specific ones too. Like, I don't know, there's like one about like how to fire a kiln, and like just like a whole like kind of intro class on that and all that stuff that you need to know to fire a kiln. I don't have a kiln, so we're not there yet. But when I get there, when I get to that point, when I'm like, okay, I'm ready for this, then I'm gonna go take that class. Or like any of the other kind of like more advanced stuff. They have like some topics on like more advanced stuff. Or like I've seen things like they have classes for, I don't know, different kinds of like decorating techniques. Like, I don't know. Like you can use like sort of like printmaking techniques to decorate pots with like slip, or maybe like underglaze. And they have like classes like how to do that, or how to make your own like slip cast mold. I think that was one of them. So they you should like I mean, I would definitely recommend a studio for like checking out some of those things, or just like maybe just getting started and like checking it out. But I think like I'm really glad I did take the university classes though, because like there's a lot more, there's just like so much to ceramics, like that I didn't even know I needed to ask or anything. So I think it was really great for that, and just like getting that kind of foundation. Okay. Well, we have like a couple more minutes. Our time is nearly over because I do this on my lunch break, so I have to go back to work after this. A bunch of people are probably wondering why my streams are only like an hour. It's the only time like this is like my apartment, like specifically mine. But my partner comes over like basically every day, and I just don't like, I don't know. I just don't want to be like filming and stuff a lot when like he's here, because he might like forget that I'm filming. I don't know. And just like I don't know. I don't know, just being wild in the background or something. This is a 1-bedroom apartment, which my bedroom is not really a bedroom. It doesn't have like a fully closing door, so like I couldn't even just like shove him in there. Like so I just do like my streams like for the most part when it's just me in the house. Yeah. Okay, I should probably wrap this up. We're like pretty much done with this. I'm sure it doesn't really look that different from when we started. But we have like a bit more depth here. I will have to add the foot, but I think I might do like the rest of this off camera. I think this is like the 3rd stream that had the soap dish in it. So I think I'll like finish the like kind of like touch-ups and stuff. I want to touch up like maybe just kind of like curve the rim a little bit, so it's not so like sharp. It's a little sharp right now on the top part of the curve. And then I'm just gonna like add a foot. You guys have seen me add the foot before. So yeah, just because this is like the 3rd stream with the with the soap dish. I just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like people are getting tired of it. So yeah, so we're gonna start on something new on Monday. I don't know if I'm going to stream over the weekend, this weekend. If we do, then we're gonna start something new then. Otherwise, we'll be back Monday because I do a stream weekdays 1 to 2 Pacific time. Yeah, so be sure to follow along if you're watching on Twitch. And all of the videos are going up on my YouTube at Callie & Co. in the stream archive. And that's where you can find a bunch of the other videos because they're deleted after like a week. So be sure to subscribe there for the stream archive and to know when I post other videos. I have a few more like how-to thoughts. Like I'm working on editing one, so I think that'll come out sometime next week. And I just finished How to Make a Pinch Pot today, so that is available for people to check out. And then I'm gonna like, I don't know, I think like do some glazing and voiceover over it, so that will be coming soon in the next like week or two or so. Yeah, be sure to subscribe to get a notification for that. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like just being here, watching the videos really helps out both my channels. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.